Good morning on this early Monday morning. It is the 23rd of November in Northern Ireland, and I want to give my own thoughts of The Undertaker's final farewell at the Survivor Series event there that just was wrapped up. It was live on the WWE network. I tuned into it only because, well, for a start, I was awake. I slept in late, and that meant I was up all night, and that's my own very reason. I didn't watch it as I desired to, I just sort of kept stay tuned. Big massive difference. But anyway, I personally took no interest on the actual card itself. It was about 12:30 after I got a bath that I watched it from there, and I only just watched it just to see the Undertaker's promo part of his farewell. The matches sucked. There was really no excitement or momentum behind them. I was more busy preparing a meal while I was watching it on my Samsung tablet here, and honestly, the event itself, match wise, was pretty much not overly exciting, like I said. But The Undertaker's promo, it started off with a load of wrestlers coming in one by one that played a role or a part in The Undertaker's career. And after about, let's say about 10 or 12 of them came out, then a promo played of footage of The Undertaker's career over the years, and then afterwards it went back to the ring, and Old Fence shared a few words of The Undertaker and saying that it's finally over and it's goodbye and all of that. And then he announced The Undertaker, and then some pyro and everything played, and electric and lighting and smoke. And then The Undertaker made his way into the ring down the ramp, shared a few words about it's time for him to rest in peace, and he gave homage to his late friend and manager Paul Bearer, and then he left the ring after some signs that he was retiring for good, and then that was it. That was the event. Personally, I think that the entire promo from all the wrestlers, all the old guys that came out, right up to Undertaker's own appearance. One thing about WWE, it's good at putting on a good spectacle, pyro, like the whole show side of it. They're really good at doing. Match wise, mostly shit because the wrestlers aren't. I'm sorry to say, but they're just don't really have that same charisma as it was back then. But wouldn't be too surprised if it was pre-aired and then it was just shown live on Survivor Series night. I wouldn't be too surprised now because WrestleMania earlier this year, it was indoors because of the pandemic, and online actually have confirmed that it was pre-aired, and then just shown live at the official WrestleMania date. So that part of the Survivor Series event, wouldn't be too surprised if that was already the production of that already happened in advance and it was just shown tonight. But there you go. It was not overly exciting. I would possibly say that The Undertaker, it felt there was a lot more feeling if his final farewell was at WrestleMania 28. That Hell in a Cell match with Triple H and Shawn Michaels the referee was amazing, and how they were at the top of that ramp, it just spoke volumes. The emotion and the drama was just perfect that night. Or maybe some think maybe WrestleMania 30 would have been the best time for Undertaker to retire, or I mean even Roman Reigns when Undertaker faced him at WrestleMania a couple of years ago, the way he put his ring gear and left it in the middle of the ring and walked away, that prompted retirement, but he kept on coming back and coming back. I personally say this is definitely it. He's retired for good. Survivor Series night marks 30 years since he made his first appearance back at the 1990 Survivor Series event. I say that's definitely it. That's definitely it. But then again, I'm not surprised, or I wouldn't be, if Vince called him up and say that he needs him again for a match or a storyline, or he makes an appearance here and there at like WrestleMania or SummerSlam in a non-wrestling role. Because WWE, one thing about them is retirement doesn't really mean anything. People can get inducted in the Hall of Fame, and that's the sign of the end of their career as a thanks, but then they can reappear again at a show in some sort of role, and I think that's what's going to happen. But just wanted to share my thoughts while I show you this cool Phenom edition of a great WWE game years ago. That's me. That's my thoughts.